Alright everyone, I'm bringing you the finals of the Shogun 2 Chad tournament for June 2021. The grand finals, because I did cover this event with a stream, but it was dragging on for a long time. It was a really long event and I was exhausted, so I had to call it, I had to stop. But I promised I would continue and complete coverage of the final games. So that leaves us with 2 ties. The third place decider between Saif and TripleZHacker, I'll cover that one first, and then also the actual final itself between SunLisa and Ward. So that gives us a lot of games to cover, and I'm ready to get started. Prize pool currently stands at £690. I'm going to leave the fundraiser page open for a few days just in case anyone else wants to donate, because I want to start sending out these prizes as soon as possible. But if you have any last minute donations you would like to submit, then GoFundMe's in the description. I'm sure the competitors will be grateful if you can sweeten the pot a little bit, if you appreciate their efforts, their gameplay, their ideas, because this was a really tough tournament and getting this far in itself was an achievement. If you'd like to sign up for future tournaments, then as always, Discord link is in the description, and group stage for the July tournament starts in a couple of weeks. But let's get into these games. Alright, Saif v TripleZHacker, game 1. Let's do it properly. Alright, game 1, TripleZHacker versus Saif on rice fields. We've got Saif playing as Date and TripleZHacker playing as Ike. I'm going to call TripleZHacker Trips, I think. He's got a YouTube channel and he does Shogun 2 stuff, and I came up against him earlier in this tournament and I got 3-0'd. Yep, I got wrecked. He played quite well and he got the win. And of course, Saif on the other side, over there, is the winner of the May tournament. He played really well and came out on top, and he got the first place prize, so he's trying to get a prize again because of course he went out in the semis and this is the third place decider. So he's playing as the Date, he's got Yari Cavalry and Shizugatake, encourages nearby units. So if you're going to bring a lot of cavalry, or if you're going to have a really gritty fight, then having that morale bonus from the Shizugatakes can be useful. And also they have the ability to just charge headlong into really packed blobs, and their high charge bonus lets them get a lot of kills in a small area, a small space. So they're good for those really dense fights. They can intervene meaningfully. And if you look at this, Saif is doing a tercio deployment, battle units, modular deployments. So he's got Tanegashimas out in the front, here in the middle, and then he's got Matchlock Samurai down here, and they're taking fire from bows. We get Bow Warrior Monks. So we've got Bow Warrior Monks, Matchlock Warrior Monks. This is a big army. And Trips has light cavalry in the trees right at the back of the map, which is interesting. I'm not sure if he's doing that to deter Kisho Ninja or just to possibly anticipate a flank. So we've got the pressure coming from Trips. Saif has his matchlocks firing, and there's a lot of space here. They can reload and fire again, but the real push is happening over on this side. So he's sending cavalry in. That's 2 units of light cavalry charging into guns, and they're probably not going to do enough damage. This one's a bit of rout. And then over here we've got Yari cavalry pulling back, so they blocked. The light cavalry in the middle are breaking. Trips is pushing around on the left with cavalry, nagging at Warrior Mat cavalry, catching the Matchlock Ashigaru out, and Saif's general is all the way back here. He could, oh, and he's doing it. He's sending a Naginata Warrior Mat cavalry, and Saif noticed it, and he's pulling his general back to the line. And there's 2 units of Bow Ashigaru coming to meet, and he realised what was going on there. He could have ran away and let them take fire from the bows because they have 2 armour, and the Bow Ashigaru would have done a decent amount of damage to them. Lone Sword's now pushing into this. So we've got 2 groups. Two sets of guns possibly coming down upon this unit of lone swords, and they're going to be blocked. So the Tanegashima are going to be firing. The Matchlock Samurai can fire around the edges, and Yareshigaru are blocking them. So that unit is doomed. And then over here, Matchlock Ashigaru are coming back. We've got a cavalry fight breaking out, so we've got Shizugatake blocking Naginata Warhammer cavalry, and they're chasing the Shizugatakes. And there's Matchlock Ashigaru possibly going to open fire. They're going to cancel each other out. That's bulletproofs that just routed there. So it seems like a quite even trade so far. Matchlock Samurai opening on these monks here, shooting through their bulletproofs that have shattered. Naginata Warhammer cavalry getting caught by Shizugatakes. Maybe they're chasing. Yara cavalry and Shizugatakes in a fight with the Naginata Warhammer cavalry. They're chasing them, and they may actually do well here. Do they have XP? No, they don't. So we've got some action mostly happening on Trip's left side here. Not much happening over here on the right. Bow Warrior Monks trying to do damage to these Matchlocks. Bow's in the middle firing at the Matchlock Monks. But really it's all happening on the left. Yareshigaru, Monks, Warrior Monk Cavalry. Breaking a unit of Yara Cavalry now. Light Cavalry here trying to shatter these Yareshigaru. Lone Swords coming forward to help. There's a unit of Nodashi Samurai here, Date Nodashi, that are going to be a problem for all these units here. Yareshigaru and Monks, and yep, Trips is pulling back. He could send his Light Cavalry into that and maybe do well. And now we've got trading in the middle. Matchlock Monks and Matchlock Samurai trading. Both supporting. Yareshigaru possibly going to wall up and take a lot of damage from this. And then we've got one of the groups over here moving forward to apply pressure. But the fight's breaking out in the middle and on the left, so we're fighting across the entire front now. A full attack from Saif. Saif is going on the offensive. So Saif weathered the storm. He sat back and took the pressure and sort of pulled back a bit. But now he's pushing out. His bows at the back here are firing over the heads of his men. Matchlock Warrior Monks about to rout, being pushed back. Whole group making a really aggressive move on Saif's left here. But really it's just the middle. Trips has a lot of stuff in the middle here. Lone Swords, a lot of Lone Swords. 3 units I think I spot, and 2 units of Yareshigaru. Saif's general is moving aggressively. Light Cavalry going for the charge on it. Shizugatake mostly catching that. And here we go, this is the push. So Trips is pushing right through the middle here. A unit Matchlock Samurai, half strength. Full unit, no, 2/3 Matchlock Samurai firing into these monks. Held at bay by Nodashi Samurai, Warcried. They're about to rout at 105 men. And it looks like Trips has a lot. It really looks like he's got a good position here. It's a lot of yellow banners. And of course, Saif's general has a Shizugatake escort and is just running through Bow Warrior Monks. And there's Matchlock Monks at the back here. But it looks like Saif is not, he's not pulling his general all the way through. That's what I would expect. And this group here is, it looks like it's enveloped, but this unit is stuck in the melee with the Nodashis here. And he got his general out. It's taking fire arrows though, but I don't think he's died. And bows are helping out here. But they're only firing at Yareshigaru, so these are weak units. This is all Ashigaru, I think. All of Trips' warrior monks have been taken out pretty much. You see a unit here, a partial unit, half strength.
Our men are running from the battlefield! A shameful display!
But it seems like Saif has cohesion now. Trips has no cavalry left, and he's got matchlocks, so he can skirmish. This unit can just keep running. Boashigaru can just keep running. This group is about to just break now. We've got 4 units here, wavering. Routed. 1 unit routed. This one might. Oh, he's trying to force it with a Shizugatake. And he couldn't quite. Oh, he did it. He routed 2 units here. So there's the next one to rout, the Matchlock Monks here. Lone Swords, Naginata Monks. So we have 2 units routing. Saif really wants to chain that. He wants to get momentum and continue it. A shattered unit. Yareshigaru here wavering. That's about to break. Yep, we got Lone Swords there wavering as well. Yareshigaru broke. Lone Swords broke. General was standing fighted. So Trips has standing fighted, but I don't know if that's going to be enough to keep his army in the fight. Balance of power is looking really against him. Some bow monks in the melee, you don't want them there. They've been caught, but they are firing. They're firing into the Shizukatakis, only 2 men.
Our men are running from
and there's the general right there.
Shameful display!
I wonder if you could actually manage the Shizukataki. Only 1 left. 211 kills. 1 man with 211 kills on the unit. 1 man to represent the unit. So he's going to just start executing these matchlock monks one at a time from behind. And the general's coming in now. And it's doing exactly that. 213 kills. Matchlocks here are continuing to fire. Lone Swords there coming back. General routed the matchlocks. Trips' general was caught in the melee, no dashes, and Yareshigaru. The Lone Swords here have routed, and that looks like it's over. Yep, so Saif, the winner of the May 200 APM Chad tournament, takes the first game in the fight for 3rd place for the bronze prize of 20% of the prize pool. So he's got the lead. Now we go into game 2. So they brought similar numbers. Nodashi Samurai lead the leaderboard. Shizukataki's did well. Tanegashima's did quite well. Alright, this is a Mori v Mori mirror match. Oh my god. And mirror matches are hard to follow. It's on Dice Set Suzanne Basin. And this is an interesting map. So the highest points on the map are at the spawns, and then you have this middle point that's elevated above the sides of the map.
Hidden units have been discovered, my lord.
So you have a shrine and a sword dojo, and they're on unfavourable terrain. So you forfeit the high ground to take these capture points. And look at this, we've got Kisho Ninja coming in from behind into Kiyomasa's Katana Cavalry. So, who was that? Which player did that? How do we tell? And this is why I don't like mirror matches. I can't even tell who it was that just put their Kisho Ninja right at the back of the map, charged it down into a hero Katana Cavalry. I have no way to know. Yep. Alright, I'm skipping this one. What the fuck is going on? How am I supposed to know who the fuck is who and what is going on? Fuck this. Game 3, here we go. Alright, game 3. Saif took game 2 as well. So we have a 2-0 lead going into game 3 for Saif against TripleZHacker. And we're playing on Sakura Ridge. So this is a rush for the centre, King of the Hill. We've got Saif as the Chosakabe. There he is. He's going for the archery dojo. So he's playing as the Chosakabe and he's going for the archery dojo. And he's playing against Ikoike. So I already see a lot of light cavalry. And this is a big army along a wide front. Going for the shrine and also melee attack and charge. So it seems like Saif is doing something really bold here. He is forfeiting the actually good dojos in order to take the meme dojo. He's going for the meme play of playing Chosakabe, getting Chosakabe Daikyu Samurai, because here they are. Look at their longbows. So he's playing for ranged and taking the ranged dojo, and he's going to try and rain death down, or rain death up into the Ikoike. which is difficult to do because they have big units with a lot of men. Oh, and he does have cavalry here. So he had a Katana Samurai, a Nodashi Samurai, a Yari Cavalry, a Shizugatake, and a Yari Cavalry. 2 Yari Cavalries around a Shizugatake, and a Katana and a Nodashi. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units here. And then we've got 2 Katana Cavalries right at the back here. This could be a ninja counter. So if you spot Kisho Ninja and they charge at Katana Cavalry, if the Katana Cavalry countercharge them, I think the Katana Cavalry can have a really good fight. So that might be the idea here, putting Katana Cavalry right at the back, but they're going to be a bit tired when they get up to the top of this hill. Naginata Warrior Monks here. So Saif is contesting, but he's forfeited the sword dojo in the middle, so in the melee he's going to suffer. So he relies on cavalry support here. Does he get the charge? He does. So the Naginata Warrior Monks actually won that charge, as shocking as that is, because they have 20 charge bonus, while Katana Samurai only have 15. Yeah, I think you get, is it 8 charge bonus from... Is it 10 charge bonus? I think it might be 10 charge bonus. No, it's 5. 5 charge bonus, alright. So Naginata Warrior Monks had 15 base and then they got the free 5 from the dojo. So they have 20 charge against the Katana Samurai's 15, and they do really well in that melee. Quite convincingly won. And then the Nodashis come in. Did they get a clean charge? Doesn't really look like it. They've only got 20 kills and they've taken losses already, so they've actually kind of lost the charge as well. And it seems like Saif is just pulling back his cavalry now. So he's willing to... No, is he? It seems like he's manoeuvring. Shizugatake's... Like, that's a good charge opportunity, I think, for the Shizugatake's. Yeah, there we go. That's going to absolutely clatter these units. Lone Swords and Naginata Warrior Monks. And that could actually have been a decent charge, but we have Naginata Warrior Monk cavalry here. Shizugatake's got 15 kills. Lone Swords have not yet routed. Katana Cavalry is going to get caught, it seems like. And over here, it seems like we have some light skirmishing. Boashigaru with a lot of men. They have XP. He's put 4 XP on these to try and get some cost-effective buffs. Because that's a lot of men with a lot of bows getting flat XP bonuses. And yeah, look at this. These Katana Cavalry, oh man, just routed. Routed with 60 men, that's really bad. And this one as well. So they just got ran off the field and they had 30 kills between them. That was really bad for Saif there, that was really bad. 2 units of perfectly good Katana Cavalry, he really could have used those. So he's really going to be up against it now. It's already tough to take down a horde of Ikuike with like 3,000 men. But when your cavalry have been routed and... Yeah, he's chasing them, look, Naginata Warrior Monk Cavalry chasing Katana Cavalry down. And when you've given away 2 units of good solid melee infantry to do not enough damage, not quite, then you're really up against it. Like he's got how many units of Daikyu Samurai? This unit is getting kills, it's got 80 kills, and we have another one here, so we have at least 2. And he has managed to keep a decent group of cavalry alive, so he can conceivably manage to win this, to pull something out of this. But he's only got 2 units of Daikyus. Is that enough? Because he has a shrine for infinite ammo and that gives reload rate, and he has to take out a lot. He is doing damage with these volleys and these units have good range, so if he does have constant targets to fire at, and that should probably be his focus, to just keep these Daikyu Samurai firing this whole time. Keep them out of range of the bows, but keep them firing. This unit of Boashigaru has nearly been taken down. Has it done any damage to these Daikyus? I see this one is down to 90 men, but this one is full and they're in loose formation. Alright, here we go. Trips knows that he has the dojo advantage. He's got morale, he's got melee attack, and he's got a bit of a downhill charge at the moment. So all he really has to do is wall up and make a wide front and take the fight head on, and he should do well.
Fatigued, my lord, and some must rest.
Should do well. It seems like Saif has managed to get a favourable angle on this hill. Cavalry's coming in now though, he's going to have to turn and take the fight at this point. Nodashi Samurai are getting charged while they go into a wall. That's not going to be a good fight for them. Nodashi Samurai have lost 30 and only killed 15 so far. It's not good. And then the cavalry is being rammed in hard, and he's trying to meet it. Saif is trying to meet it with Yare Shigaru and his own cavalry, and then he's pulling his cavalry out. Katana Samurai here are about to rout because the sheer weight of men in front of them. Oh, they've stabilised. Has Saif standing fighted? And then over here we've got monks that are eventually going to break through these Yare Shigaru. They've war cried. Daikyu at the back haven't been able to do enough. This fight has not been protracted enough for bows to really do well. Still not standing fighted with the general here, whereas Trips has. So he's now got a morale dojo, a melee dojo, and stand and fight in his favour in his units. Look at that, monks with 22 attack, 11 melee defence. Yare Shigaru with 11 attack, 7 defence. So they have such an advantage in this fight, and yeah, it seems to be a really clean victory for Trips here. Like, he's gotten too many advantages.
The men are fatigued, my lord, and some must rest.
And yeah, it looks like his whole army is still there pretty much. Well, that was just a sledgehammer of Ikuike right into an army that relies on bows, and yep, just wiped out. Alright, so that makes 2-1 to Saif going into game 4. And remember, that was match point. All Saif needed was one more win to take the 3-1. So Trips is maybe on for a comeback because, of course, early in the tournament, Saif had a 2-0 lead against Ward, and then Ward came back to beat him 3-2. So that was a reverse sweep. And of course, we have Saif with a 2-0 lead here again. And he just lost game 3, so are we on another reverse sweep situation that Saif is going to have a second one? Let's see. Alright, game 4. TripleZHacker against Saif on Oboke Gorge. We've got Saif as the Ikuike, so he's taking the Ikuike off of Trips. And Trips is Date. So far in this tournament, it seems like Saif has liked playing as Date, and Trips has liked playing as Ikuike, but we've got a bit of a reversal. So we've got Saif taking over as the Ikuike here. So let's see how this goes. He's got Matchlock Warrior Monks, he's got Lone Swords, Boashigaru Naginata Monks, Bow Warrior Monks on the right here. And this is interesting, look at this terrain feature. And this overlooks the farmhouse, so he is going to go for Bow Warrior Monks on this ledge thing. So this is clearly an idea that we're witnessing. Look at this. If you can perch a unit of Bow Monks here, and then take this point, you have a bit of a power position, because look at what cavalry have to do. They have to go up through this. All you need to do is have a unit of, and as he's done, a unit of Yari Ronin here to just intercept any cavalry that try this, or any infantry that attempt to go up this extreme slope. And it doesn't look like any are going to. And he's doing it. He's putting them on their, what do you call this? It's like an outcrop. I think I've used the word promontory before for this, but that's kind of where it's like it overlooks a river. So this is good, and if of course he is assailed, if cavalry try to run up here and get past the Yari Ronin, they will be under fire the whole time, so the only way to effectively deal with this is to skirmish it back. This seems like a really good example of actually habilitating bows. That's really cool. I like seeing stuff like this.
treacherously meant to ambush us.
And the light cavalry come out of hiding. This is a decisive cavalry push coming over here. Katana cavalry just ran through matchlock monk extended range fire to achieve not much, but a unit of Yari cavalry has made it through, and Yari Ronin are coming down now to deal with it. And on this side we have Boashigaru. He's caught a unit of Boashigaru with the Yari cavalry. Did 30 kills on the Boashigaru, 40 kills, but took 15 to do that. So it seems like Saif has planned this out. This is one of his ideas, and this is what's possible in this tournament. You can, if you lose a game, you should be able to win the next game, because all you have to do is get a faction that you have ideas with, and then pick the map that you want to execute it on. And Saif has done exactly that, so he should be giving himself this win. Yari Shigeru here. This is a map that I think has been underutilised. This is a map that has very strong terrain features that players can take advantage of. What was that? I heard something over here. I heard something. Yari Shigeru, are they going to wall up in time? Doesn't look like it. And we've got Bow Warrior Monks firing from afar up here. Trying to. Just barely out of range. So it seems like Saif has taken the archery dojo and we're firing again. So these extended range matchlock monks are in the trees and have power.
Hidden units have been discovered, my lord.
Kisho Ninja.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord.
Oh man, this is what I'm talking about. Kisho Ninja just charged the general. General has been massacred. There he is. There he is. So the general has been completely caught out. He's running away now. But he's dead. He just went down.
Must leave the battle.
Katana cavalry coming in to clean up these Kisho Ninja after they've murdered the general, assassinated him. Yep, devastating. So a unit of Kisho Ninja getting a rear charge into the general killed him. It paid off, and it's always really satisfying when that happens, because that was definitely worth it. Trips can no longer stand and fight. So if it comes down to a melee brawl, and Saif can get his general close by, he can stand and fight without any stand and fight happening in the other direction. So Saif is now motivated, because he has the general advantage, to be cohesive and fight for morale. And look at this, we've got Yari cavalry and 2 units of Yari cavalry making a really aggressive flank. They made it all the way around.
Treacherously meant to ambush us.
Where's that? Where's the hidden unit? But yeah, look at this, we've got an attack happening on this entire group. Yari Shigeru pushing up, cavalry pushing down. This unit of Yari Shigeru is close to routing because the general is of course dead. This group is coming down off this outcrop. Light cavalry here have routed, so the light cavalry got wiped out on the downhill charge, but Saif's general is where? Right here behind the matchlock monks.
Treacherously meant to ambush us.
Katana cavalry getting charged by Kisho Ninja, and that paid off because 30 of them just died in the charge. So we still have ninjas in play, and that worked. A unit of Kisho Ninja came up against the unit that's supposed to counter them really well, and because the Kisho Ninja were stretched out in a line, got a downhill charge with stealth, they completely wiped out that unit of Katana cavalry, and they can keep going. And that's exactly what you want, Kisho Ninja without cavalry to catch them. We have light cavalry over here, 2 units, but they're being deployed against this right flank, and these Kisho Ninja are going to just run back up the hill. They're getting chased by no dashes, but they're just running back up the hill. And this Yari cavalry's being chased by Yari Ronin, so that's out of play. Naginata warrior monks here trying to block them as well. And we've got 2 units of Nondashis chasing Kisho Ninja up the hill. And I wonder what would happen if they turned around right now and charged down that hill. I think they would get at least half of a unit of Nodashi taken out, because that is such a massive advantage, that slope, and the melee in this game. Yari Cavalry catching the bow monks, but now they're trapped. I wonder if Saif did that deliberately, and none of them fell off the... Oh man, they should have fallen off. But that means that the Yari Ronin now catch the Yari Cavalry. So even though that was good, that Trips managed to do that, the Yari Cavalry have been sacrificed to do that. They've been sacrificed. So
shameful display!
That shows that even if you can get into the melee with the cavalry on the bows, you can easily just get trapped in this place, and this there's nowhere else to go. You have to run up the hill and get back the way you came. Alright, now we've got a push coming. Saif is pushing across the river into these matchlocks. Matchlocks, bows, the Boshigaru here are going to rout. We have a war cry going out. Matchlock Samurai are about to rout at full strength. Saif war cry back. Yep. Shattered Matchlock Samurai. They were at nearly full strength, but because they routed with a dead general, they shattered. Yari Shigaru shattered. Everything's breaking. Everything is breaking here. Yep, we've just got units routing. Even over here, we have a unit of bows at 110 that's about to rout. And oh my god, everything here is routing. Holy shit, even the cavalry are coming too close to this blob. They're shaking, wavering. We've got wavering cavalry. Even the general unit is about to rout. My god. Oh, they've just barely stabilised. That could have spread. See how chain routes can spread? And look at this. Look at all of these units routing. Holy shit. Look at these plays. And what the hell happened here? The Kisho Ninja beat a unit of light cavalry that charged up into them. Holy shit. So a unit of light cavalry was sent up to catch them and lost as well. So this unit of Kisho Ninja has taken out a katana cavalry and a light cavalry at this point. Holy shit. And we have a Nodashi samurai running up the hill, very tired. So this unit has also been taken out the fight by the Kisho Ninja. Nodashi samurai down here at 130 men, about to rout. Yari cavalry plodding through the water. Alright, now we have conversion happening. So Saif is now going to try and just converge in the middle. It really seems like Trips is up against it. And the Kisho Ninja just went invisible. So it continues, the terrorizing resumes. They're running into a forest where there are Kisho Ninja hidden. Let's see how this goes.
Hidden units, my lord! Treacherously meant to ambush us!
Firing at will. Oh my god, the bombs are coming out. The bombs are coming out. They're getting bombed. Holy shit. To make things even worse, they got 10 kills with bombs. More bombs. My god. And they're going to catch them. And that's it for the Kisho Ninja. But they just took 3 units out of the fight, all by themselves. Boashigaru a bit of rout, Matchlock's a bit of rout. Seems like Trips is throwing everything into the melee here. One last forlorn push. Yep. And that's it. The monks are hanging on in the melee, but they're taking fire now from over the heads of their opponents in the melee, and they go. And that's the monks gone. And when the monks rout, you know it's over. Nodashi samurai on the hill, too far away to do anything. And that's the end of the line for Trips. Had a good run. Definitely had a good run. Took me out, but Saif.
Running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
Saif played really well, and I especially like this stuff. Like this is what it's all about. These ideas are what it's all about. So with that win, Saif goes up 3-1 and wins the 3rd place decider and guarantees himself 20% of the prize pool. If you like that, then think about donating to the prize pool and fattening his purse a little bit, in addition to the other competitors in the final who are coming up next. Commiserations to TripleZHacker, who comes in at a very respectable 4th place. Had a good run, and If you want to check out his channel, link will be in the description. I'm gonna link everyone's channels in the description when I get to these final stages and have these videos. Alright, next up. And yeah, here is the stats. So, Saif deployed nearly 3,000 and he only lost 800. So he lost almost a quarter, just over a quarter, less than a third. And Trips only lost less than half, so not many died there, but there were a lot of moves. Kisho Ninja, one of the units, was quite high up on the kills. And yeah, all the Trips units didn't really do well. Alright, on to the final. Here we are, the final of the June 2021 200 APM Shogun 2 Chad tournament. Ward or Marco Vinci against SunLisa. So we've got SunLisa playing as the Ikoike and Ward playing as the Takeda. And Ward has tried to stick to the Takeda this whole tournament. He managed to make Takeda work after 3 tries against Saif. So let's see if something similar happens here. He was late to the tournament, but he turned up like 15 minutes after the tournament started, just before he was about to be disqualified, and has played really well in the tournament so far. So let's see how he does on the ultimate stage against SunLisa, who has had high placements in previous tournaments. I think he finished second place in the last one, so we'll see how he does against a rush player. Ward is a good rush player. I've played against him and he's had some really devastating rushes. He's good at focusing, engaging at a point in devastating fashion, really ruthless. And then of course you've got SunLisa, who I've already described as being a really disciplined, systemic player. He's actually writing a guide right now on how to play Shogun 2 multiplayer, and I'll plug that in the description, because he is adhering to the principles he sets out in his guide throughout these tournaments. So he has a system and he's defined it, and he is demonstrating its effectiveness in these tournaments, which is admirable. I really like that. That's really interesting, and he makes it comprehensible to the layman. So oh, look at this. Ward's cavalry's getting stuck on these bamboo screens. Wow. So amateur players new to Shogun 2 can look at his guide, glean a lot from it. Look at this, they're shooting right around the sword dojo here. No one has it yet. So here is what SunLisa wants. He wants to block units on Yaru walls and buy himself time to pull back and shoot again. And he's going to get to do that, I think. This is the thing about these Yaru walls that he sets up. They block and buy time for the retreat to reload and shoot again. And that's how the Yaru and the matchlocks work together to buy time and allow a reload. And look at that, you've seen it. Shooting into the flanks. But the thing about this is that it can demoralise your own units. But he inspired this unit. So he knew this unit was going to be subject to morale shocks from matchlocks, and he inspired it. This is very deliberate. And then the rally as well. So all of these units are rallied and then they stand and fight. So this unit of Yaru 4 XP has been rallied. Look at that! Look at this pull through. He's realised he's stuck on it, achieving nothing, and he's pulled straight through. He should have done that sooner though, because the Yaru cavalry's damaged. The Yaru is at half strength, and the Nodashis are damaged as well, and all they managed to do was take out a unit of Yaru. So these fights like this is Ward's first experience with SunLisa's system. The battle units, as I think SunLisa likes to call them, and you can see his process, how well it works. What would you do if you came up against this? What would you do? See how this fight goes on for a long time? That's what SunLisa wants. Look at the kills on these matchlock monks, 130 kills, only lost 40. And this Yaru is a bit of rout. And this is a big blob here in the middle, but SunLisa can now converge.
Our men are running from the battlefield. Shameful display!
So now Ward is the one that's surrounded and being taken to pieces. So he's trying to get out of this encirclement now, he's pulling his cavalry out. He's running through this unit of matchlock monks. Some of them are dying. 2 units of matchlock monks there, but now the Yareshigaru are coming in. This unit of matchlock monks over here has a wide position and can shoot into these units. As is happening, this unit of Yareshigaru has a nice angled position, allowing an aperture that the monks can shoot around. Warrior monk cavalry on the flanks in a fight with katana cavalry. Matchlock monks pulling back to get ready to shoot. Balance of power seems to be favouring one player, definitely. And this unit actually routed. This unit shattered. Is that because SunLisa's general is dead and it routed? Nodashi war cried and getting shot. Yareshigaru here trying to catch these matchlock monks. Where's SunLisa's general? I think his general is dead. Warrior monk cavalry. Yeah, this cavalry's getting stuck. Now they're pulling back. It seems like the matchlocks are all that really remains, matchlocks and cavalry, but now Ward's army has a free run through these matchlocks. This one went, that one's about to go soon. Still looks really even, my god, the balance of power is swinging a lot, but that's it I think. Really close, really close. That was a hell of a fight. It was the morale that did it there. See how the morale was so relevant all through that? I think SunLisa's general dying there meant that Ward was able to get units to rout and not come back, so that's what he tried to do, just make units rout and stay gone, and it worked for him. Alright, so that's a win for Ward. 1-0 to Ward. Alright, here's the stats. Ward had a really good unit of warrior monks, but that was really close, really close. Alright, game 2. SunLisa has changed to Date and has picked Numazawa. So SunLisa has probably thought about what happened there and what he would like to do, and has decided on changing to the Date. And why did he do that? Well, he's got some bulletproofs. I see 2 units of bulletproofs and some Date Nodashi samurai, and Ward has the same army again, possibly the same. Boashigaru, katana cavalry, bow warrior monks. Alright, so he is changing his army. Ward is also adapting, so they're both changing, trying to get an advantage. And for this fight, SunLisa has the map pick and went with Numazawa, so we'll see why. This will be interesting. But of course, SunLisa is holding steady with his plan to bring Yari walls, matchlocks, and infantry for the melee sword infantry. So he's sticking to his system, and he's always going to do that. He's always going to adhere to his system. He knows what to do in all the situations that it faces, so he's going to stick with it and make it work and refine it and optimise it. And it is a solid system that the mechanics of Shogun 2 reliably reward, because this is definitely a counter based game. Unit matchups are important, and if you have all of the components ready to be brought to bear at a moment's notice, then you're playing towards that countering gameplay in a way that works really well. Alright, so we've already got bow warrior monks firing at matchlock Ashigaru, so it seems like Ward realises the potency of Sun's matchlocks and is trying to negate that. Boashigaru going out in front as well. Boashigaru here, so he's got a central bow warrior monk unit and he's flanked that unit with Boashigaru and he's targeting the matchlocks, and it seems to be working. Taking out a quarter of this unit and done damage to this unit. But the thing is, you can stretch these matchlocks out. Matchlocks can be stretched, so with a unit matchlock Ashigaru, you have to do a lot of damage to it. You have to route it off the field, otherwise it can just be stretched and have the front line fire. But this is going to be interesting. I'm going to try and show this. This is something that I posited to SunLisa because I was curious, because I noticed that he wasn't really using ranked fire, and I thought, I get good results when I use ranked fire. I even had good results in this tournament in the matches that I lost. So, have you ever considered that? And I think he was actually interested. Alright, let's have a look. Wait a minute, over here. Alright, front rank, open fire. They're kneeling. And yep,
hidden units have been discovered, my lord.
We just had both ranks open and do 20 kills each. But he's deploying them in 2 ranks. I usually try and deploy in 3. It's interesting. He's opted for 2 ranks. He's trying to make the most of the firepower though. He wants to do that. Is this one doing it? Yep, we've got the ranked fire on multiple units. And this is a Naginata Warrior Monk unit in the melee here. And we have Yari walls advancing through bow fire. Oh, that is really devastating. 15 kills per volley. Boashigaru are making themselves worthwhile. Yeah, these volleys against Yari walls are potent. A lot of damage. And we've got a Yari cavalry push trying to get around these walls. But we have bulletproof samurai here in loose formation. Loose bulletproof samurai, that's interesting. Are they loose over here as well? Looks like they are. So we've got bulletproof samurai and loose trying to take up as much space as possible, possibly. Look at that, 100 kills. So they've only managed to fire something like 4 ranks, so they've done both ranks twice and they've got 100 kills. I'm pretty sure. A lot of kills for a unit of Matchlock Ashigaru anyway. No dashi or wavering. It seems like this Takeda army is just breaking itself on this disciplined, well-structured Date army that's making the most of the terrain. This unit of Matchlock Samurai has a high position here on the hill, firing down. This group here is holding this choke. The shrine goes to no one yet, but it seems like Ward wants it. We've got war cries.
Shameful display.
Yeah, that's a lot of flashing now. It seems like SunLisa's units are the most morale shocked at the moment. But we do have some of Ward's Yareshigaru also wavering. And SunLisa's in stand and fight, of course, while Ward's is not. Ward's general is charging down matchlocks, maybe? Seems like it. Really seems like it. And then we've got Yari cavalry coming in too. But these matchlocks at the back have not been tied down. Oh wait, yeah, that's Yari cavalry. Oh man.
A cutting blow.
So Ward's general just tried to kill a unit of matchlocks and got caught by Yari cavalry. And yeah, look at that. Devastating, totally surrounded here. And a lot of units routing. All of Ward's cavalry just routed. It's down to his infantry now. And the infantry has just broken itself on these guns and on these bulletproofs and on these Yari walls.
A glorious victory will soon be yours.
That unit Yareshigaru had a good fight, but I don't know, I think that really worked for SunLisa. I think Ward's aggressive Russian just didn't work at all there. I think it just played right into SunLisa's hands. And with loose formation bulletproofs just patiently waiting, I think one of them came around and charged in quite late on. The guns got to shoot and the melee slug just whittled down Ward's infantry, and SunLisa pulls it even at 1-1. Well played to SunLisa. So SunLisa picked the map and picked a different faction, and it worked for him. So SunLisa he seems more reactive so far in the tournament. I remember Ward stuck with Takeda over and over and over again until it worked. Yeah, SunLisa's no dashis did really well. Some of the cavalry did well. Bulletproofs were mostly a support unit. Matchlocks didn't really get many kills, but there was one unit that did well up here. So the matchlocks and The bulletproofs were just there as supports. It was really the cavalry and the infantry that fought and got the win there. And that was quite decisive. SunLisa lost barely half of his army, but he completely wiped out Ward's Takeda there. Well played. 1-1. Alright, we're back on rice fields. That is what Ward went with. He picked rice fields and he is going Takeda again for the third time in a row, while Ward is back with Ikuike. So guess what? This is a rematch. This is what we had in game 1. SunLisa playing as Ikuike, Ward playing as Takeda. It's been allowed to happen. Do we have any bows? We don't have any bows. Is this the same army that SunLisa brought in game 1? Is he trying to make this work again on this map? These are some very determined players. Has Ward got bows for this? Did he bring bows? I don't see any bows. I just see cavalry and infantry. I don't even see any matchlocks. My god, this is just determined. This could be a identical rematch. Fire cavalry, Yari, katana. So he's got 3 different types of cavalry here. Yeah, this really could be a rematch. And then over here, another group that's just the same. Takeda, cavalry, Yari, katana, fire. And then a solid infantry core as well. No dashies, monks. Yep. So let's see how this rematch goes. This really is just a rematch of the first game. Let's see how we do. Sword Dojo here. Seems like Ward tried to take it. And then over here, he just doesn't want the shrine. He could have left a unit behind to get the shrine, but nope. It doesn't happen. But he is taking the farmhouse. Or is it? No, he's just ignoring it. SunLisa, oh man, he is really surrounded here. Really, really surrounded. He wants to charge these guns, I think, with any cavalry that can get through. This unit is getting a really easy shot. Oh man, Yari cavalry getting wiped out by matchlocks. How did they not get kills in the melee? I think they just ran at them. They didn't even charge. They didn't even get to charge. And this cavalry has just been thrown in. Holy shit. And SunLisa is doing what he does best, just pulling back. So he's now taking this group from the middle, pulling it back, and supporting the other groups that are possibly too far ahead. That's an interesting decision to pull back like that. And now he's bringing his cavalry around to support. And of course he has Naginata Warrior cavalry in reserve. And yeah, look at that. This unit of Yari cavalry has been wiped out by guns. It achieved nothing. It did nothing. It just got gunned down. And now Ward's infantry comes in. The infantry was too late. We've already had the cavalry get wiped out. They all get shot to shit. Let's see the kills on the guns. 60 kills. 60 kills and then 66 kills. And then 19 kills. And yeah, they've just been executing cavalry this whole time. But the infantry's arrived. Oh, this is a messy fight. Yari Ashigaru about to rout at nearly full strength because it's been surrounded completely. That unit has been enveloped. We have a no-dashi and a Yari Ashigaru that's been completely enveloped. Yeah, that wall is going to break. And then we've got Warrior Monk Cavalry in the middle, holding back all of these units of infantry. Look at this, Lone Sword's about to get pushed in, I think. So the guns have been allowed to shoot for a while, and then the Lone Swords get ready to move in. Yep, see this? The guns pull back, and then the Yari wall takes over. Lone Sword's wavering. Wow, they're wavering. Is the General dead again? Nope, it's not. Look, General's at full strength. So those Lone Swords just wavered. For no reason, over nothing. Cavalry's getting ready for a wide flanking manoeuvre. Oh, Yari Ashigaru routing. Monk's about to rout. Oh, here we go. Matchlock Monk's getting caught. Fire Cavalry going for it. Katana Cavalry really needed to get these guns. That's the thing to do, I think. Just forget about this, take out the guns. The infantry can hopefully handle this, but now the guns are getting to shoot into the back of Katana Cavalry that's engaged that didn't manage to break all of these.
My lord,
Oh man,
a
yeah.
glorious victory will soon be yours.
Oh, that was brutal, the way that the cavalry got executed. And what happened to Ward's general? Where's the general? He must have died really early. I didn't even see the general get executed. But yeah, that's kind of similar to the last match. I think SunLisa's method of deployment, he knows how to use it against Ward now. It seems like he knows how to move, and he's getting some really clean, decisive victories with this at the moment. Alright, on to game 4. Yeah, look at that. SunLisa once again barely lost over a third of his army. Let's have a look at the kills. SunLisa's monks this time came out on top. A unit of matchlock monks did alright, but not many kills because the whole army routed. A unit of Katana Cavalry actually did well for Ward. Definitely did well there. But then there's this one down here that just got absolutely wiped out, executed. But yeah, that's 2-1 now to Sun, so over to Ward for the map pick again. Oh my god. A mirror match. Just like the mirror match we had in the third place decider, we have another mirror match. Eco Ike versus Eco Ike. And for some reason, Ward has picked rice fields again. So he's picked rice fields again, but this time he's finally not playing as the Takeda. So this is the first time in this final that Ward is not Takeda. He's just been Takeda the whole time until now. But now he is Eco Ike, and this is going to be a nightmare to follow. So I'm not even going to bother. But look at this, Kisho Ninja all the way back here. Who's Kisho Ninja? I don't know. Alright. Alright, I figured out by looking that this has to be SunLisa, and this is Ward. So it's Ward that has the Kisho Ninja in play, which is nice. So we have a walking Kisho Ninja. So these Kisho Ninja are creeping up behind SunLisa. So let's see how this works. Let's see how this goes. Alright, so what I think is happening here is Ward is trying to actually react to SunLisa's playstyle, because when SunLisa brings his matchlocks back, because the attack comes,
Our general is in grave danger, my lord.
that exposes them. And look, SunLisa, Ward has just popped stealth on this unit of Kisho Ninja up here. So the unit of matchlocks, he expects it to be exposed left at the back, and then he can maybe run it down with Kisho Ninja. And this one as well. We've had stealth pop over here too, so let's see how this goes. And this one is getting stuck on the screens. And yeah, this is completely undecipherable. My god, this is why I skip these usually. Oh, and we're going for the general. The Kisho Ninja are going for the general snipe. Holy shit. Kisho Ninja are going for the general. Let's see how this works. Kisho Ninja, general snipe. Let's go. This will be amazing if this works.
Our men are running from the battlefield.
Entire back line just got wiped out. Holy fuck. So SunLisa's general is now in duels with Ninja. Totally surrounded. The general is completely surrounded. He's in a duel with 3 Kisho Ninja. Actually surrounded by them. And that unit of Kisho Ninja up here, what happened to it? Hard to say. But yeah, that worked. It looks like the general is dead. So Ward just general sniped SunLisa. He did it. He managed to do it. And we have whistling arrows coming in now. Someone brought whistling arrows. Someone used whistling arrows. Bow warrior monks here. It seems like SunLisa just whistling arrowed his own army. Holy shit. Wow. That is immense. A general snipe. But of course I can't see what's going on, I have no idea. Kisho Ninja going for another charge into the matchlocks this time. Yep. Kisho Ninja are doing what they were meant to do, I think. Catching matchlocks.
perished, my lord!
Kisho Ninja against Matchlock Warrior Monks, absolutely devastating. They'll be lucky to kill any of the Kisho Ninja at all. And now we have bombs. Kisho Ninja throwing bombs into Warrior Monk Cavalry. They've got a lot of kills.
A glorious victory will soon be yours!
More than half the unit, and they have 160 kills. So they just assassinated SunLisa's general, and then ran through Matchlock Monks, and then started throwing bombs at Naginata Warrior Monk Cavalry. So Ward did it. Ward just made it 2-2. Wow, that was well played. The Kisho Ninja Gambit worked against SunLisa there. It worked. So that was an example of Ward being reactive. Maybe SunLisa banned Takeda, I don't know. But Ward had to play as Ikuike and brought Kisho Ninja and General sniped with Kisho Ninja. And look at that, the Kisho Ninja both had good fights, especially this one. More than half left. Look at the XP that it got. Yeah, that was really well played by Ward there. That was good. I like that. That was really good, even though it was a mirror match. Alright, a tiebreaker. SunLisa on the back foot picks Numazawa. So even though the score stands at 2-2, and it seems like SunLisa was sort of in control, he gets the loser's pick and plays as Tokugawa against, you guessed it, Takeda. Ward is back with Takeda. Maybe that victory there made him feel more comfortable. Maybe SunLisa was fine with letting him play as his favourite Takeda. Either way, Ward is back on Takeda, and SunLisa has once again picked Numazawa. So it seems like Ward favours Ricefields and Takeda, while SunLisa favours Ikuike and Numazawa. That's what I get from these maps and picks. And SunLisa has split his army into two. So he's got a small contingent on this side going for the workshop, armour and melee defence. Then he's got the bulk of the army over here going for stamina and melee attack. So we don't have a shrine, but we do have armour, melee defence and melee attack and charge. And it seems like Ward wants to be cohesive, stay together, while SunLisa wants to be more experimental. And SunLisa has got mounted gunners on both sides of the river. So there's one unit here running around, and then there's one over there as well. We've got a rear guard of Yari and Great Guard, and the bulk of the army is of course over here taking these 2 points. Mounted gunners are taking a flanking position on this formation, but of course we still have SunLisa's deployment style, and we have Yari Samurai here going for the farmhouse. So we have some Yari Samurai that's been rare in this matchup so far, or has not presented. Finally we have it. Matchlock Samurai at the front of Ward's formation, going for the workshop, and also holding this shallows. We've got no range units here. It's good to use matchlocks to hold positions like this because you can funnel and shoot while they're slowed. So a unit of matchlocks here would do a great job all on its own, but of course SunLisa is going to likely want to contest that. Cavalry up here, mounted gunners on top of the hill, but it seems like that was just some scouting, nothing here. And now the conversion begins, and this contingent is entirely hidden. So it seems like Ward has just been allowed to take the workshop, armour and melee defence. Meanwhile, SunLisa has the sword dojo. So it seems quite even so far. Fire rockets. Fire rockets from the trees. That was the ace in the hole for ward and it got off. Was that cost effective? Probably barely, considering this is a really annoying unit that you want to get rid of. Took out a quarter of it for one volley and it gets 5 volleys, so that was maybe worth it. And then up here, ward is pushing up to the top of the hill. Mounted gunners coming forward to harass. Yep. But we have Great Guard here. And it seems like ward is just taking the juicy target. That's a lot of collateral damage. Matchlock's taking damage, Yari Wall taking damage. And this group is just pushing across. So I think SunLisa's noticed that there's no guns holding this choke. And this Great Guard charged into the side of that Yari Ashigaru and then continued on, going for the Matchlock Samurai, just ploughing its way through, taking targets. And look at this, the fire rockets are in the open. So look at what SunLisa does here. And we have Matchlock supporting, firing at these Matchlock Samurai that are in disarray. Meanwhile, SunLisa just pushes on through into these fire rockets and catches them. They're completely isolated. Completely isolated, and I just saw a bullet fly over the hill and land in the water there in the shallows. We have fire arrows going out. Mounted gunners firing into these monks. Matchlock Ashigaru maybe going to get to shoot, but look at this. Great Guard have done it. They've seen off these fire rockets. They've routed with 13 men. And then a rear charge into Nodashi. Holy shit, this unit of Great Guard has done a lot. Matchlock Samurai here firing up into the Yari Cavalry there. They're also going to get to charge. But look at this, just this unit of Great Guard has 30 left, so it's lost 50 men to get off all of these devastating charges. And these fire rockets are done, I think. We have bullets spraying everywhere. That's the Matchlock Ashigaru that are firing up into these monks, I think. How are the Great Guard doing? How are they doing? Mounted gunners pulling back. Yari Ashigaru about to break here. They've been war cried. Matchlocks are not shooting, Nodashi are charging. This unit of Yari Cavalry has caught Bow Warrior Monks in a melee somehow. Bow Samurai here running away. Matchlock Samurai about to get charged. So we have a lot of fights happening all over the place. This unit of Naginata Warrior Monks has been surrounded. Great Guard hitting it from the back. So it seems like SunLisa is massing across the river, getting ready to surround. This general is waiting across the shallows where it's safe, getting ready to commit to a position. And it seems like this general is going into a dangerous situation here. Oh, this is precarious for SunLisa. The Yari Ashigaru broke here with 2/3 strength. The Nodashi here, oh, he's rallied. SunLisa rallied to try and get this unit to come back. And I just saw the mounted gunners here get off a volley into this unit of Yari Ashigaru. So that's mounted gunners and Great Guard. And I think this unit is going to rout. Get the charge. Too late, too late.
Shameful display.
Oh, look at this general running all the way around here. This general is charging the Nodashi. That's a good charge.
Our general is in
But
grave danger, my lord.
maybe got a little bit of friendly fire there. And this unit of mounted gunners should shoot again any second. Yeah, devastating. Then the Great Guard comes in. And then the mounted gunners continue around for an even harder angle. Take a different target. And yeah, that unit of Yari Ashigaru should run after that. And this unit of Nodashi is unbreakable because it banzaied. So it seems like ward is being dismantled here. Oh, mounted gunners taking a lot of damage here. Enduring Matchlock Samurai fire. A couple of pieces of units coming back over here. This looks really bad for SunLisa, I would say. Ward has... he has cohesion here. But it seems like SunLisa can hit from all sides at once and maybe get somewhere.
Units, my lord.
Caught these Matchlock Samurai out. Maybe gonna get to pin down some infantry at the back here with these units. There's Matchlocks there that can do damage too. This unit of Naginata Warrior Monks is completely surrounded. This is brutal. And they're standing right beside the general and stand and fight, just standing there. Now they go. Now they go. We have bow warrior monks trying to take out mounted gunners. We have a great guard charging, ploughing through. Bow monks, bow samurai, matchlock samurai. So this is 3 units overlapped, getting hit by a charge from great guard. So all I think SunLisa needs to do now is just commit to the melee with all of these units. Look at this, Naginata warrior monks being pulled out of position by matchlocks.
Running from the battlefield. Shameful display.
And now Ward has to charge his general into Yareshigaru to break them, because this is just a difficult, painful situation for Ward. He's really been caught out of position, I think, here. This is really difficult to deal with. And then of course SunLisa is just grinding these units down one by one. But we have matchlock monks coming into the back of these matchlock Ashigaru. Naginata warrior monks got a rear charge and routed them. SunLisa's general lost its horses, but that doesn't matter. Taking a position right behind the Nodashis here. Still got mounted gunners firing after all this time. This unit Yareshigaru is about to break, and then the next target is these Nodashis. Yep, mounted gunners should help with that. This is still really close. Ward's general is taking matchlock Ashigaru fire to catch a unit of matchlock Ashigaru and didn't really get to do it. Taking casualties. Yaru Samurai coming back. We could need that unit here. SunLisa could really do with a rapid advance charge into this clusterfuck at the right moment. Nodashi leading the charge against these units. Yareshigaru following up. Another unit following up. Nodashi's about to rout, but they get banzaied. They're staying in the fight. Matchlock Ashigaru getting ready to execute the general. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Oh, they're firing. Oh man, too late, too late. That unit could rout. General could die or rout. Oh, this is so close though. Mounted gunners taking a really aggressive flank. Bows firing at it, but not doing enough. And the general's too far away to really support these units properly. And there's a lot of guns coming to... yeah, these guns are going to just get to shoot now. General coming to support. 2 units of guns. Yeah, this Yareshigaru is not going to be allowed to get into a melee with any of these units. Nodashi here. Oh, that could change things, but that unit's going to break. Surely any second it's going to break. General could... yeah, there we go, that's it. See that unit there breaking? That's the end, I think. Because now this unit matchlocks just has to fire at this Yareshigaru while this one runs away. Even the general could get into a melee with that and probably do a decent job. Oh, it has high XP though. Mounted gunners have gotten into a melee with bow warrior monks, but they have high melee attack. They have 8 melee attack. Wow, high melee attack on those bow monks. They've been inspired. He inspired bow monks for the melee attack. Holy shit! And I think Worst General's about to rout any second, wavering. And yeah, it's looking like too much for Ward to deal with here. We've got matchlocks on shallows, which makes them hard to catch. They can just come in and start shooting whenever they want. Ward's general is gone. He's still got a unit of matchlocks and a unit of bow monks, a unit of Yareshigaru, but just can't deal with this. There's too many threats. And of course, mounted gunner's still on the field with 240 kills. Yeah, it's over, I think. It's over. So this is a best of 7. And SunLisa's about to take game 3. So he's only going to need 1 more win after this. Yeah, the matchlock samurai are about to rout. Oh, friendly fire, but it's worth it. It's not going to matter. Yeah, there we go. Yareshigaru in a melee with Yaru Samurai. They're not going to be able to survive that, and they're going to be executed anyway. Yeah, so that's it. 3-2 to SunLisa. 1 game left.
My lord! A glorious victory will soon be yours!
Really tight games. Really intense, tight, long games. That one was long. A lot of stages there. 250 kills on the mounted gunners. Really close. Really close. Mounted gunners at the top. No dashies not far behind. This unit of mounted gunners did nothing. Really didn't get to do anything. Mounted gunners are so important. So even though SunLisa didn't get to avail of a whole unit of mounted gunners, he did manage to make one go some distance, have a good fight. On the other side, Ward's whole army did pretty well. Like he used his army quite well. He spent a lot on the fire rockets, they didn't get many kills, didn't get to do much. I think that really costed Ward. The fire rockets really didn't pay off for this one, and I think that's the problem. Respect to Ward for trying to make fire rockets work. That gambit was nice, firing out the trees like that, but they just got caught out. They were isolated and easy prey for a really aggressive, bold pull through with Great Guard, and that I think ultimately costed Ward for this match. Alright, game 6, match point. SunLisa only needs one more. And guess what, we're on rice fields again, and we're playing SunLisa. I don't actually have the factions for this one. I don't have the factions, so let's see. But this is game 6 and it's on rice fields again. This is the 4th game on rice fields, and look at that. SunLisa is Iko Ike and Ward is Takeda again. Oh my god. Alright. Game 6. It seems like we have another rematch of game 1 and game 3. It seems like game 1, 3 and 6 are identical. Am I right? I think I'm right. Games 1, 3 and 6 are rematches. And yeah, we have the same aggressive cavalry flanking. 1, 2, 3, 4 groups from SunLisa. 4 battle units, 4 modular deployments. Monks protecting the flanks in both cases, so you can see the structure. You have guns facing the front, and then you have monks holding the flanks, and then we have wedges here. Look at this, look at these wedge charges. Wow, that's some aggressive wedge charging.
Treacherously meant to ambush us.
And I was talking with SunLisa about wedge before the tournament. He sent me a replay to show me something that he achieved. Oh, look at this. Kisho Ninja appearing out of nowhere to fire into these matchlock monks. And look at these aggressive, isolated cavalry units. Spread out, well distributed. These Kisho Ninja are throwing bombs at these matchlock monks, and they haven't really been able to shoot much. But these wedge charges with cavalry are real interesting. Kisho Ninja over here as well. Are they going to get to charge? Let's see if this works. Because remember, Ward managed to make the Kisho Ninja charges work for game 4. So he's trying to do it again. But they're going to get caught on this side. The Kisho Ninja are getting caught. They managed to do a lot of damage with the bombs, but now they're getting caught. What are they firing at? They're still trying to throw bombs at the monks. But over here, they didn't get to charge. They're getting caught and sliced up. They're about to rout at 3/4 strength. He's pulling them through. Oh no, it didn't work, it didn't work. He pulled them through and they didn't even reach the monks. The matchlock monks. And then we've got wedged Naginata monk cavalry survivors. Oh man, did that work for SunLisa? Did SunLisa wedge with Naginata warrior monk cavalry and have it succeed? Did we just witness wedge in a tournament situation, a competitive tournament situation with a lot of money on the line? That would be really cool. And I know SunLisa, I think he would have done that deliberately, and I still need to look at what he wanted to show me, where he was claiming that he managed to make wedge work in Avatar Conquest, and it worked really well for him. Oh, and look.
A glorious victory will soon be yours.
Oh man, that was a case, I think, of a lot of really ambitious gambits, ambitious plays being made on both sides. Hanzo's shadows, holy shit. Hanzo's shadows were in the fight as well. So it seems like Ward sent Hanzo's shadows in too from this side. Oh man. So Ward committed to the ninja play, and it shows how fragile these moves are. If they don't get a clean charge at the right moment, it can backfire and a lot of money can go down the drain. And then of course SunLisa tried to use Wedge, and it looks like he just ripped through Ward's frontal attack. So maybe the guns got to fire around the wedges. That would have been the idea, I think. That would have been the reason to use Wedge. That's what I explored on my second channel when I was looking at how Wedge could work in Shogun 2. And maybe SunLisa can clarify in the comments what his intention was there, but seeing wedges just appear for the first time in the tournament possibly so far, right at the end, to secure the 4-2 to win the match that gets him the first place prize to win the whole tournament. That would be really cool. I would salute SunLisa for that. And also, I really like what I saw from Ward with the ninjas. He gets second place and 30% of the prize pool. So SunLisa wins 50% of the prize pool. Ward takes away 30% of the prize pool. And of course, Saif in third place gets 20% of the prize pool. And they all deserve it. And if you would like to contribute further to the prize pool, then link is in the description. Thanks to everyone that's donated. We had a big donation from Jesse, and that really started the prize pool off, and then we had 2 really big anonymous donations which made it a substantial prize pool, and also we've had a lot of smaller donations come in after that during the tournament. So thanks a lot to everyone that donated. Really brings out these ambitious, sweaty, desperate plays from all of these players and makes this into a real competition that's worth watching, and it shows the best of Shogun 2 and of Total War and of these kind of real-time tactics games with their gameplay in general. So yep, thanks everyone that was involved. Thanks to Greg and to all the moderators for helping with running it, and we'll see you for the July tournament. If you'd like to play in that tournament, then join my Discord and you could be in the group stage and qualify for the finals. But yeah, that's it. Congratulations, SunLisa. Oof, look at that. SunLisa brought 3,000, Ward brought almost half, and SunLisa lost once again, barely a third. So his system is working, and if you want to play like he does, you can check out his guide. It'll be in the description. Alright, that's it for me. Finally got to cover the final, and hope you enjoyed the gameplay as much as I did. Alright, see you next time everyone. Thanks goes out to my patrons for supporting my work over on Patreon. Special thanks goes to Matteo Olivetti, Nerdington, the Rode451, Halcyon, and Robert Sparks.